Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How
Huh?
is it going? How is it going?
It's a Friday.
It is Friday. I love that so much. I realized that I should bring up the PayPal.
I'm just gonna share it everywhere.
It's streaming live in your group.
It's not on my page though.
Correct. But in your group. Yeah, share away. It's streaming live in the tribe, in the YouTube channel, and in your group page.
Oh, I was gonna say you're not on your Oh, you're on YouTube? That's even easier.
Yeah, I feel like the YouTube one's so much easier to share from.
I was gonna say you're not on your public page.
No,
That's okay.
that's keeping it. Hi, Simon. How are you? Bicycles.
Bicycles?
You know, like the security challenge?
No.
Okay.
Is that my wind?
Could be my thunder. The dragons are.
The
Whoever's saying
dragons
yes
are.
today is going to get some major shifts, whatever that is. The readings are going to be deep. The healing's going to be deep. It's going to, I mean, it's going to be life changing. So I can
Changing
feel
the
it.
energy.
Yeah, it definitely is. They had me out earlier wanting to record some stuff in the rain. They felt there was like a big message.
Oh, I've just realised
Oh, that llama.
I had a llama. I was in the doctor's surgery the other day and a llama just went pop and just turned up in my in my thing. Next to me. Little Sophia.
Little Sophia, love that so much.
Yeah.
I did some healing yesterday in my room.
Oh yeah, tell that story. Do you want to tell that whole story? I think you should.
So basically, I'm not breaking any confidentiality. So I had this lady, and she came in, and I worked probably about 10, 15 minutes from the legs down, and she literally got off. She literally got off the couch, and she could stand up straight without a stick. And I'm like, okay. I got her down the stairs as she's walking literally about up and down the car park when I haven't done this for years. I haven't done it for months. And I went, oh, okay. I'll come and see you. Come and see me in around 4 to 6 weeks. The thing is, healing's not a one-off thing. It's an ongoing thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did some readings, and that was good. I've done so well. It's not even my week's not even finished yet. But this woman, my jaw dropped, and I went, okay. And all her face had changed. Like she had all pain in her face before, and literally afterwards, I looked and I went, you've changed. It was lovely. But I'm a channel.
Right. So, we're channels. That's like the best.
Yes. So Source, Selena, she works through me, and Lily and Jack.
It's amazing what can be accomplished when we get into alignment with each other.
Yeah.
Endless.
Definitely.
Oh, I feel better now.
That's good.
Oh my God.
I'm going to pull up a card for the collective to start, I think. Start it off.
Well, one of my decks has just opened itself. I didn't open that at all. It's like a slidey tin, so maybe there's a reason. It's nice. I spent the morning in the woods this morning. Walked the dog. Went down by the river.
That's beautiful.
It's nice. We're going to go down there again tomorrow or Sunday with the kids. and teach them about the trees and learn a little bit ourselves.
So for the collective, I've got the key.
Lovely.
And what I heard was that now is the time. As the shedding and severing continues, right? Everything that is not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing with your life is going to be removed from you. We've all said yes to our greatest and highest timelines, which means that sometimes you're just surrounded by dragons all day. This is my life right now, right? And those that aren't in alignment anymore. And the key, they're saying for the key, is that it's within you. You have the power. You have the ability. You are the key. And to allow yourself to trust to where you're led and to change your mind when you want, and to know that all paths lead home. But yeah, we're getting into some weird times. Good times, good change, right? But it's massive in that way.
Change is so needed at the moment.
Yeah. So today we're taking donations. I'm going to do messages and healings. It's pretty. Anyone who's saying yes today is be ready for it. It will change your life. That's what I'm feeling today. Like, it's just an intense time. So the messages and healings will be
well. We're in the run up to the 8-8 between the 7-7 and 8-8 portal, and 8-8 portal is big manifestation, and it's Syrian portal.
Yeah, we're off. That's the also glimpse of grace is that day too.
Yeah.
So our little collective monthly healing thing that we do.
Lionsgate. I love the Lionsgate portal. It was so incredible last year.
Yeah, it was fun.
I keep seeing portals at the moment.
Yeah.
So I pulled a card for the group, and it was Unicorn Portal. Focus your light and listen for a message. Yeah.
I love it.
Mike's definitely got one in his house.
Mike?
Yeah, well, we did the pet readings.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing it, and I thought, oh, okay. It's nice. Yeah.
I think I found a couple in the woods today. I took pictures of them, and I was like, I'm not going to put them up because people on my normal profile will be like, what? What? What do you mean that's a portal? What do you mean? This ain't Spider-Man multiverse.
Is it though?
Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Yeah. So my one for the collective was Seed of Wands. I love that it's a seal.
Oh.
And on the bottom I had the sun as well, and I really do feel like this is about play, having play. It's hot, it's sunny, it's summer. Make hay while the sun shines. Get curious. Get investigating things. If something's piqued your interest, go and do it. If you feel a pull, go and do it.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of it is things that we've always wanted to do, and we haven't made the time to do it, and now it's time to carve that time. Go and do it anyway. Go and journey and find your Fae guy. That was amazing. That was an amazing thing last night, that Fae workshop.
Oh, was it?
Really, really good. Jelly, it was so calm, and I've never felt so calm going into a meditation like that. And well, it was somewhere between a meditation and a journey. It was quite nice. And I've done both, so it wasn't scary.
Yeah.
And it was kind of hypnotic the way we went in as well. So it was kind of all my lovely, wonderful things all blended into one amazing thing with seeing my Fae guide at the end of it. So yeah. And he told me I have to stop wasting my time. So in a certain, it's not wasting my time, I'm avoiding something, and I need to go and do it now. no more excuses. So
How's your tarot classes going?
it's the last one tomorrow for this course. Last one tomorrow. And then, yeah, then that's it till September, because I'm not taking any on over the summer because I've got the kids. And
Yeah.
actually, I didn't realize how much, even just running, I know it's all written and it's all run now, but even then there's still bits in the background to do around it. So yeah, that starts again on the 4th of September.
It's awesome.
And if you had many bookings, Allison, for activations and...
Oh yeah, I'm just doing straight. If you guys just want straight activations, private ones recorded or whatever, for that's being offered, and then centering meditations just to help more deeper stuff, just to help release from trauma and heartache and all that stuff. Just bring yourself back to center. So both of those are like half an hour. So and recorded, so you can have it forever, which is so cool.
Tracy's booked up with you, hasn't she?
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. Yeah.
I spoke to Tracy last night.
Oh, yeah.
I spoke to her on FaceTime for about half an hour. Oh my God, she's lovely.
I feel like you only know lovely people.
That's because she only sees lovely.
Yeah, that's right. I just love it.
You can only see what you have in you, and so.
Did you see what Layla done? That artwork?
Picture.
Mm-hmm.
It was incredible.
I said
Layla's
to her,
incredible.
Good luck. I said, good luck on my energy. And then she comes out with that. And I'm like...
I thought it would be blue, but it's not. And yet it's perfect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I would have gone, oh, it's going to be blue, like midnight blue with like gold and silver through it. And it was that gorgeous pink. It's incredible.
I think that's... it's just I want to do healing at the moment. I love my readings because it's all part of it, but I love doing the in-person healing. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a completely different experience.
So, yeah. Who's the Facebook user?
It's probably Fern. Fern never shows up.
Pam showed up the other day as Pam. We were like, what? Now I want to go looking.
I know, it's really weird. It's funny because the other day I was on, and I went, oh my God, I've not seen a Facebook user for weeks.
We're like, what? Now I want to go looking.
The other day I was on, and I went, oh.
I
don't like hearing my own voice, so that's great.
That's so funny.
Right, who is...
We need some kind of like you can put background music now. Oh yeah, we can.
Can you?
Yeah, you can upload your own background music, you guys.
Oh, is that the whole license thing? Like there was that thing that went around, didn't they, saying, oh, we own the music to this, and they didn't because it was owned by Canva or whatever.
Yeah.
Or StreamYard or whatever. So I just never even... It's funny because I was thinking about, oh, it wouldn't it be really cool to have music in the background on lives?
That'd be awesome.
Now you can do it. You could upload your own too.
I'd have to create some. I've got a friend that creates music. Her and her husband.
Here's Into Space.
Oh, that's awesome.
I feel like I'm playing The Sims.
I am a Sim.
I love The Sims.
Me too. This one's feeding the ducks. Which I think I'm
feeding the ducks.
Okay, it's Maggie and Andrew Edmondson.
Hi.
Hi.
Music, you guys. I don't think the space is more of our deal. How about this one? You guys, what does everyone else think?
Oh,
It's
I
not
like
that it's
this.
bad. I stim with music, so if I look weird, it's depending on what it does. It's very different.
That is different.
Abby.
Yeah,
I
I can
listen
see
a
you now,
lot.
Andrew. There's a fly in my kitchen, in my dining room. At your door.
That's what we could do from now on, you guys. We could just put
Music in the background. Can you control the level of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was kind of loud, right? I was like halfway. Make it. What we could do.
I like that it all sounds like you're in a computer game.
I did this this soul language healing session the other day with Sirius, and it shut off and burned out one of my monitors, and it shut everything off in the house. Like it went pretty cool.
There's Lorna all twitching because it's electric.
And there's with my boiler. Half an hour ago.
It's so fun, isn't it?
Yay. And then my husband's got to put his car down the garage because the exhaust. So that's another bill. Oh my God.
They come in threes.
No, mine have come in 8s or 9s. And then 2 weeks ago, I didn't have no internet. And I'm like, I need my internet. So I was using my data, and I'm like, this is not good.
So when you call in the Octorians, anything like that, Octorians are really great at.
Well, they're cutting off my power on Tuesday for 2 whole hours. I don't know what I'm going to do. Me on my own at home for 2 hours. I bet it rains, so I can't go in the garden and meditate or read or...
You should go to the forest that day.
Yeah.
No, Terry's at work that day, so I haven't got a vehicle. So yeah, just 2 hours at home on my own while the internet's off and the computer's off, and it'd be nice. Maybe I'll journey for fun, just to waste the time away. I like journeying, it's good fun.
You never know where you end up.
No, I know. Last night was nice though. I got to see my little dude. He always comes and kneels before me and kisses my hand and says, "You're back." I'm like, "Yes, I'm back."
I love that.
Yeah, in his little blue velvet suit like Austin Powers. Well, without the frilly, he's just it's like that kind of velvet suit.
That's amazing.
Yeah, giving me all my side quests. I'm like, seriously, I get enough of these.
Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute myself.
She's running away. She's running away.
Telekinesis. Yeah, Andrew. That's a great idea.
Wasted many hours. Well, like Matilda, get angry. Where's my internet? Where's my computer? Where's my electricity? I feel like I've turned into the Hulk rather than Matilda with that, though. Where is it?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I don't know. I just feel all light and light today.
This is the first time it's rained here in like 3 weeks, I think.
But it's finally warm and hot here.
No, it's been nothing but warm and hot here. It's been like 49 degrees Celsius.
Isn't that like where you start denaturing cells?
It's 100 degrees here. That's how hot it was. I did the math with Lorna. Hi, Hannah. Did it work out?
2 minutes, they'll be here.
So great.
That's amazing. Yeah, Andrew, me smash. You don't want to see me angry.
Oh, I love it.
Have you seen me full angry?
No.
Full angry? No.
I need to go and burn some incense. Hold on.
Okay. We're just hanging out now, so if anybody feels called,
I didn't do any I'll get Terry to put some frankincense on in a minute. It feels really warm today.
Well, it's summertime. Isn't it supposed to be? I guess you guys don't get that warm though, do you?
Well, we do. It's warm for us. Like we had like 36 degrees last year. I think it's just Britain. Like it could be really hot today and then it could be raining and cold tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you see Philip's pictures of the snow?
Yes.
Andrew, is it like freezing where you live right now? Because you guys are in like
It's winter, isn't it? Midwinter. They just had Yule, didn't they?
Andrew, I would love to see your lion. That would be incredible. I would pay money.
I'm nice, and then you cross the threshold, and I just turn into, I don't know. Basically, somebody upset me last year, and if they didn't do something, I've been really patient, and I'm like, if you don't do it by this date, things are going to start happening, and then things started happening to them. Not anything major. Like they just drove their van across the roundabout and couldn't tell anybody why they did it. Didn't get hurt. Just bent the van a little bit.
That's wild.
They've gone against a contract, so it was their own fault.
Oh, hey, you should talk about your new group that you were putting together.
My group? Oh, the spiritual development group.
Yeah.
Well, it's there. It's already there.
Well, I know.
It's
Talk about it.
It's just a place where everybody can well, basically I run the tarot course, and then I realized that, if they didn't read with each other, then they didn't really have a place to practice reading for other people. And so I kind of talked about it with a couple of them that I wanted to develop a group that would be about, practicing readings and stuff. And then I spoke to a few others, and then they're like, oh, I really want to develop spiritually. You should create a spiritual circle. And I was like, I don't have time to do that every week. Like, I don't have enough time. I'm just about finishing with the tarot course. I kind of want my Sundays back for a little while. I don't want to be doing a development circle kind of thing. And then I just went, fine, I'll create a group where everybody can share what they've got. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so if you don't know anything, that's fine, come and join in. And if because there'll be people hopefully doing readings, like pick a cards, or drawing a card, put a post up and say, hey, I want to practice reading.
Yeah.
I'm going to put up an intuition kind of game later where you try and pick what crystal I'm going to pick up and then pick it up. Put up a post where like, what do you see in this picture? There are no rights or wrong. Like I do. You've both been on the tarot course. I do that on the tarot course as well. There are no rights and wrongs. If you don't get anything, valid too. But it was just a place where we can all kind of share our knowledge and wisdom. Like I want to know about plants, and I want to know about like the trees and the plants, and what else was it? I've got a whole long list. I read them out to Allison earlier. There's so much I want to do. But then I can share like what I know about moonology, or what I know about tarot, or what I know about, all these wonderful things, and, ancient, mythological stories and stuff like that. There's wisdom in the stories. Like Aesop's fables are all like that. Yeah, like a spiritual gym, but we all turn up and bring what we've got and we share what we've got. And because I just thought there isn't really a space anymore. I mean, Soul Collective kind of did that like this time last year, and then obviously Minty took a long time to decide that to close that down, because it is a lot to take on. I get that. And I was just like,
such a shame.
It was. And so I've created one. So I just thought there's only two rules. One is don't be a dick, and the other one is that we're all equal, and you don't promote any businesses. There's no money to be exchanged for the readings. It is purely a development space, so nobody feels pressured to charge anything, and no one feels pressured to pay anything. It's just like energy exchange where you share this and you share that, and it's kind of a collective little thing.
Well,
so
I've joined it.
Me too. I want to do a round table on something like
do it then.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should do like chats in there or something where we sit and talk about bits and bobs. The big one people want to know about at the moment is mediumship, which is I can't really mentor on that when I'm kind of just developing myself. So So if anybody knows anything about mediumship and wants to come and share that with me, great. Come and share that with me and my people. So yeah, it's tiny. I literally started it this week, but I think there's 50 in there already. So.
And Bib's got a place now.
And
yes,
what?
I know, amazing.
Yeah, Bib, she's moved. She's got a place now.
Oh, good.
So maybe she'll join the group and share wisdom on crystals.
Absolutely. And that's kind of the thing, right? We all come in and we just deliver. I'm not saying like deliver a whole course. It's just, hey, today's crystal is this. If you're looking, are you stressed? These would be really good crystals for stress. Just like no details, just.
I can talk about llamas.
Yeah, come and talk about llamas.
And
Share what the llamas. And it's just a place where we can all develop our spirituality, whether that's, astrology, divination, shamanism, whatever it is.
Jared could do runes.
Exact. Jared can definitely do runes. Healing,
yeah.
Can develop healing, energy healing in there as well, because a lot of it is just, yep, I know I can do it, so I'm going to do it. I mean, there's a bit more to it than that, but a lot of it, I think that's a lot of it. I've found recently, and the more I pick up, I'm like, oh, I fancy doing that. And it's not, oh, I don't think I'll be able to do that. I don't have a talent for it anymore. It's confidence, right? When you know you can pick things up and your intuition guides you, you just go, oh yeah, I can do that. I know I can do that. And you just do it.
Yeah, that's why I started the Stay Unistay Healing Circle.
Yeah.
For people just to come and
practice healing.
And healing each other, healers healing other healers. Llamas legit are the best creatures ever. I learned that llamas and crows are two great animals that run off coyotes on your farm.
Yep.
Really?
Accurate. Yeah, they do. They form friendship gangs.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. And I think I texted you, Kayleigh, when I was saying, like, with me, with the moon and Selena with selenite, which is my favorite, all connects. And I'm like, ooh, okay.
I got selenite.
I've got it. I've got a little guy and a big guy.
I have it in my little box.
Big guy.
And I got some.
And then Joanna sent me Ullexite for my birthday.
How cool.
And in the corner, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up on this camera, but down here it says the word love in the crystal.
Yeah.
Like it's formed with it.
Yeah, like a natural, like it looks like cursive.
Yeah, like a natural, and it's love. I haven't told her that. I forgot to message her and tell her. I told Allison, just didn't tell Joanna, who it actually applied to.
And then Allison, you can bring yourself to the group.
With everything. Soul language.
Everything, yeah? You're like a big box of treasure that when you open it.
Bring Nancy in with
box, you guys.
Does Andrew still do soul codes? He could talk about channeling soul codes.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
A camera draft doesn't get any better than that.
That would be really cool if someone could like just give people directions of where to go to even begin like automatic writing, or do you know what I mean? Those kinds of.
Yeah, we could do little. What would be really fun to do, like little for me to help me practice my hypnosis.
Me.
You can just put that. Go, hey, I want to practice hypnosis. Does anybody want to be a guinea pig?
Me.
And just put it in the group because that's part of you developing.
Yeah. I'm having fun with that course. I love luring people in.
I'm glad. I do this thing where I've stopped buying people things and started buying them courses. So it's like, you could do this.
I know. I just.
Do you think hypnosis a bit like when you do healing on past lives? Because I can do that.
Yeah,
it is. I had past life regression.
Yeah.
And it was hypnosis.
It is, isn't it?
But
it's really strange because I couldn't move, but I knew what I was saying.
Andrew. Yeah.
But I can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Dina.
But I'm up for the hypnosis. Oh, you'd be really proud of me, Kayleigh, right? So the other day I was doing a reading and I spent a bit of time with Selena and I went, right, tarot cards.
Yes.
Okay, 3. And I looked and I went, okay. And as soon as I went, okay.
I
and it
love it.
literally connected, and I went, I love you, Kayleigh. You've learned me something.
I love it. I love it. Anybody who just picks up a tarot card and I'm like, yes, everybody needs tarot. You don't need me to teach you. If you want me to teach you, I'll teach you. But everybody needs tarot or just some form of
No.
divination tool just to tap in.
But you literally take a card and you literally dissect it into different things so people then can have different views.
Yeah.
And it comes with your reading. But I love tarot. I didn't think I would ever say that.
Everybody says that. I was so overwhelmed. It was so scary. I didn't think I'd like it. It felt whatever. It just feels like it's ancient, archaic, and has all this mystery around it. And really, it's not scary. It's
Well, that's the propaganda. They also
well, yeah. You think about it.
travelers.
Well, yeah, you think about it. They literally got put into like concentration camps in the war. If anybody knew they had that, so that's why they hid it. That's why it has the secrecy. And also that's me saying bye to my husband. Love you. And they also in the previously it would be seen as witchcraft and all those kinds of things, being a seer or whatever. The only thing that would protect you from, well, whether you were persecuted or not, was who is your lord, so to speak, who is your patron, because the Vatican have used seers and astrology and tarot card readers. They've used all of it. So as the royal houses, you had Elizabeth I had John Dee, who has the Enotion and all the occult sciences there as well. So he was an astrologer as well. So they've all had this. And Nostradamus was in the French court. So, but they were safe because they were useful. I mean, you look at Joan of Arc; she was useful for the French, and then when she wasn't quite so much anymore and inconvenient, they burnt her. Sorry, Allison, but they did. They then burnt her for wearing men's clothes and being a witch and.
I was
all these
just
things.
about to ask you about Joan of Arc, and you just said it. Because what it was, the other day, and I was speaking to my friend Sheila, and I went, why do I keep seeing this like entwined, like the belt? And then I seen like Friar Tuck, and I kept thinking from Maid Marian. I'm thinking, what is this all about? The next day, I had pulled the whale cards and Joan of Arc for the groups. And then all of a sudden I came in, I missed nearly all the film, and it was Joan of Arc. And I thought, there we go, there's Friar Tuck.
Exactly.
There's the robe. And then you're just going to say it.
I love Joan of Arc. She's incredible. Same with Alan Turing. Yeah, Alan Turing went through hell because he was gay. They chemically castrated him, everything. He was persecuted for being gay. And actually, it sounds horrible, but he did unalive himself. But he put poison in an apple and he bit it so he could fall asleep, like Sleeping Beauty, because that was his favorite story. I thought that was poetic, not the fact he did it, but yeah. And that's why Apple's logo is a bit an apple, because it's a heads up to Alan Turing.
Yeah, he was a big influence on Steve Jobs.
Yeah. So he's incredible. But yeah, they did all sorts. He won us the war. He invented the Enigma machine, didn't he, I think?
Yeah.
So he won us the war. He's the father of computing, him and Ada Lovelace, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Way back, like the original Cabbage, whatever his name was. I call him Cabbage. I don't know if it is Cabbage. And Lovelace invented the first computer.
Now
I'm sure someone will tell me what his name actually was, but I always call him Cabbage. I don't think it is, but it just sticks in my head as Cabbage. Perhaps I got that wrong one day. But yeah, Ada Lovelace.
So what is Joan of Arc to you then, Allison?
She was. She was.
He was Joan of Arc.
Oh, that's it. Charles Babbage. There you go. Anyway, sorry.
That sounds like cabbage.
It's Cabbage. Yeah.
Cabbage.
She was Joan of Arc.
That is an accurate statement. It's weird.
Oh, wow.
It's weird on my side, but
because that was the lifetime where I remember Pam chucking potions in a tower and everything being purple smoke, and then I cursed my own bloodline in that lifetime, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I thought somebody had done something, so I cursed them, and it turns out it was actually my own somebody in my own bloodline, my own tree.
You have all the info prior to
cursed it. Yeah. Yeah.
And then last night I had these visions of the Mad Barber, Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
And
Yeah,
I'm
Johnny
like,
Depp.
why am I seeing that? Flipping heck.
Maybe you were him. We've played all the roles. We've played all the roles.
Oh,
My
yeah.
my great grandmother, her dad was, so my great grandfather was a butcher called Slaughter. That was his name, literally.
Well, isn't that how the verb came to be?
Yeah, pretty much, I think. But yeah, that was in Aston, Snow Hill in Aston, near Birmingham.
Well, part of my family, the Bell side, came from Wales.
And they go back. He moved from where you live.
Oh, cool. We're all connected, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And we all, and our tribes tend to play in the same stories over and over again together.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I love this group so much. And it's like I said to you yesterday, Allison, people can do what they want to do, but it's like this group is home. It's solid.
Yeah.
Might not have loads and loads of stuff going on every day, twice a day, 3 times, but it's home. And that's what people want. They want home.
Yeah, to feel safe. Because I think we live in a place, we live in a time where we're not emotionally safe or secure. Like even society makes us feel fear, and for whatever reason, whether it's valid or not, I don't care why, that's just where we are. We're all scared and terrified, and there's scarcity, and it feels like there's scarcity. I mean, you look at now, everything on the news is cost of living crisis and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, without sounding horrible, has there ever been a time where somebody hasn't eaten in this country genuinely? And they're going, oh, he's done this, it's going to cause the country, da-da. And I went, the country will limp on. It always has.
Yeah.
We've been through it.
We adapt and survive as humans.
Exactly. As long as I've got food in my belly and my family are healthy, I don't care who's running it. As long as they're not being a dictator, obviously. But,
right, because Boris resigned.
Yeah, he resigned yesterday. Yeah, he's not gone yet, though. He's there until they get a new leader, which could take 3 months.
Do you know what? There's always going to be somebody, isn't there, that's going to do things that really upset everybody. And we're not perfect. Not perfect.
No.
Yeah, if we were perfect, we'd be on the angel frequency, flying around with dragons and high-fiving fairies.
What's scary is I had a time hop a little while ago, and there was something, because I lived near London when Boris Johnson was London mayor, and I put then I went, oh, he's amazing as London mayor because he can't really do anything. Imagine if he was prime minister. Then a few years later he became prime minister.
Well, isn't there a trend where once you make it as London mayor, you pretty much
no, that's Dick Whittington. No, I don't think so. He was the first one to do it, I think.
I don't know.
Pretty much, I think.
Until Americans don't get any kind of proper information.
It's not even the whole of London, it's the city of London. It's where all the money is. It's where all the banks are and everything, the city. So he basically, Boris's the whole time of being in mayor, the only thing I can tell you about it is he liked to run places or cycle, and then he had this scheme that was Boris's bikes, but it was actually set up by Ken Livingstone, but Boris took the credit because that's when it kind of became a thing.
Interesting.
So Ken Livingstone was not a prime minister. I just love watching all the games and watching all the stories that happen and thinking, how did it happen? I mean, he kind of was a dictator, but more because he looked like a potato that constantly had a hard on. But yeah, my favorite thing that I ever saw about Boris Johnson was there's this program called Mock the Week where they take the mickey, and they said he's basically a mop that a wizard enchanted to have an erection. I love Mock the Week. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that was my favorite thing. That was my favorite thing. But that's what it is, right? He's got all these kids. They've now discovered he's got twins or something with, I don't know, it was with someone else now. He's got about 10, 12 kids now.
Boris Johnson has all of these children?
So he's got the ones with his wife, his first wife. And then he's got all these illegitimate children, shall we say. because that's how they portray them. They're still his children. And then he's got the ones that he's had with Carrie. So
Has Carrie his current wife?
So yeah, he's
Wow.
got like 4 with the first wife, 2 with her, and then there's all these other ones that are strewn all over the. But yeah, if it was anybody else, I just don't know how he gets away with it. I just don't know how he gets away with it. He was foreign minister. They reckon he's the worst foreign minister we ever had. And what terrified me today was that the Ukrainian president was like all sad that he's gone, and I'm like, the people we gave you the backup, not him. Anyway. No, I got that yesterday. She was smiling her head off yesterday. I'm like, you don't smile in a moment like this unless it's what you wanted. But sorry, I've gone off into politics now.
No, I'm reading Andrew's comment. He said if that was said in Australia, the fixated person's task force would be after them.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
They don't even want us anymore. Australia they don't want the monarchy. They don't want.
I think I quite like our queen.
I love our queen. I think she's, you don't choose that life. You're born into it, and it's a thankless job either way.
She's done it forever.
Yeah.
I love the Queen Mother, I must admit. Yeah.
I did until I watched The Crown.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
She's the reason why Charles ended up with Diana and not with Camilla. She married Camilla off to Parker Bowles, and there was a part where they even hid 2 of her cousins in a mental institution and pretended they were dead so that they wouldn't sully the bloodline. And it was nothing to do with their bloodline at all. It was to do with her brother's wife's bloodline or something. So yeah. Charles, not so much. No, Charles is, well, it's because he's different. He's different. He just wants to go and garden, really. He doesn't want to be.
Well, didn't he go to that, like, a school that was really all about...
Gordonston, still there. I think it's still there, Gordonston, yeah.
So he's really about kind of staying connected to the earth in that way. He's not interested in all the war stuff.
No, he's not. He was, it ruined him, Gordonston. It actually caused him real damage, real trauma. He said it was the worst time of his life. Yeah. His dad thrived there, but he wasn't his dad.
Right.
So
that's why happened, right?
And that's why he sent William and Harry to Eton instead of Gordonston, because they were then in Windsor. They could walk up to Windsor Castle and they went away, and it was softer. Softer, that's not what I mean. But yeah. I love the
While we're on here, does anybody want a reading?
Oh, we're doing that too, you guys. A reading.
Yeah. It's nice just to talk.
It is.
BT say it's good to talk. Sorry.
We haven't
That is a 90s. The 90s are back, Lorna, so you are on trend right now.
Yes.
Is it the 90s time?
Yeah, 90s to 2000s. Today I was stood here going, this is an amazing remix of this song, and they went, it's the latest easy pop, and I'm like, oh my god, they're remixing our songs. That makes us retro.
Did you remember BT when the bird was on the line? BT.
Yep.
No. A yellow bird.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, Andrew. We're in retro.
It was Shackles, sweet female attitude. Oh no, not the sweet. That was I'll Bring You Flowers, but the Shackles on my feet so I can dance. They remixed it and re-released it. And I'm like, this is crazy.
They don't make music anymore, really.
Although I heard Harry Styles' new one today, and I was like, this is so different. I really like this. Who is it? And then Terry went, it's Harry Styles. And then I felt dirty because I didn't like him in One Direction.
I was like, I have no idea who that is. Then he said One Direction. I was like, oh, I remember them.
One Direction, yeah. That word nearly came out again. Clearly, I have something on the brain today.
Yeah, Harry Styles is definitely a starseed.
To me, he just feels like a rehash of who's the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger. He feels very Mick Jagger. Mark Bolan, very androgynous, going for that Bowie-esque, romantic-y.
That's
Just how he feels.
man.
It doesn't feel original. It feels like he's taken all those 80s, like Prince and all of that, and just kind of smashed them together with some Gautier style fashion and just gone, yep. I mean, what he's doing is amazing. That's what we all do, isn't it? We take inspiration and melt it down into a pot.
Yep.
What plants have you got behind you, Allison?
They came from, they're like little ferns, and these are, I forget what they're called. I should know. Jared knows. I always ask him like 80 times a day. Jared is an officiant for weddings. That's part of his gig. And then I come and help clear and set the space. So there's 7 of these. There's 4 here and then 3 over there. And we were at a wedding, and the bride was like, okay, you can throw this on the forest. I went, mm-hmm. And then I took them off the pews and put them right in my car. I brought them home, and then I hugged them. And it's so funny too, because in feng shui, you're only supposed to hang your plants up, not down, because it helps the energy, lowers the energy. And it's so funny because people always come into my room, and I'm like, what do you think this room would feel like if it wasn't muted a little bit? They're like, right. I'm like, yeah, they're down for a reason.
I thought you were just drying them out. I thought it was like hanging herbs.
No, I just love them.
Stunning
stuff. I have a dried wreath over here too. One day, maybe I'll bring it. I'll hang it back here. Change it up.
I have I've never ever done it. I pressed for some reason I did it when I was 15. I pressed the rose that Terry got me for Valentine's Day in a book, and I still have it. And we broke up and got back together. So
good thing you threw it away.
Yeah, exactly. But I love drying things out. I dry out the rose petals and put them in baths, and
that's awesome.
That's about all I dry out. I don't really. It's for me. It's like remembering to do things, and by the time I remember, it's kind of gone past the point that I could do it. So
that's my whole life.
Yep. But you can eat some rose petals, can't you? As well. It's not really my thing.
I guess so. You can eat most flowers, I would think. I have to talk to all my people who know the flowers, so we can put that in the development group.
There you go. What plants can we eat without dying? And I have a book about that. Why have I not? Yeah, I could have a look at that.
I'll tag that foraging woman on TikTok too.
Yeah. So yeah, if you find something like that and just share that in, that's fine. But the only thing I'm saying is don't promote business. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go in there and go, hey, come and have tarot readings or tout people. It's not that. It's
yeah.
And I do realize that by mentoring people in that way with tarot in the group, I'm probably doing myself out of a course, but I don't care. You can taste the roseberries. Roseberries is shampoo. Yes, you can. Why are you eating shampoo, Andrew?
That's cool.
Oh no, he's not. He's using them. Sorry, I read that as he was eating them. But yeah, you can use the roseberries as shampoo. It's
really raining.
I just feel at the moment everybody needs healing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like I said to somebody the other day, when something doesn't sit right with you, you get it through your stomach, don't you? And then it comes up, and then all of a sudden you get anxiety. It's just protect, isn't it? And just that's why I do that a lot. Anything comes near me,
fluffing auras.
Go away.
I have a Sean for that. A Sean and a blue jelly creature.
From Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
Are they still around?
It's the only one here, and every morning I get up and it goes, oh, and basically makes a mold for me that I step in.
I love that.
Bed, and then it just goes. It goes
That's
like
awesome.
this. Goes away. It's the
we just have a guy who pokes his face through the bedroom wall every night, just be nosy. We've got the Fae in the garden.
Dude, the Fae. They're everywhere.
I'm pretty sure they made their way into the house. I'm pretty sure that's why I had to get a new guinea pig, because I hadn't given them honey. And then Lorna went, "There's something about honey and something at the end of the garden," and I went, "Okay, they want honeycomb. That's good to know. At least it's not whiskey this time."
That was the best though. The whiskey.
It was. Terry lost his passes because he has to have passes because he works in a military base basically, and so they have to have passes, and he he couldn't find them, and obviously he needed to go to work. And I went, he looked everywhere. He looked in every cupboard, everything.
Yeah.
And I went, "You know what you have to do?" And he went, "Oh, for God's sake." So he goes, "Oh, I'm going to have to give him the good stuff." So he pours out this whiskey into the jar, takes it out to the fay tree, comes in, and the first cupboard he goes to, they've put it in the cupboard. It was instantaneously there.
And he had looked there like 5 times too.
It was crazy. And he just went, "Ugh." But if he's doing it, then I think that says everything.
I use his wand a lot.
Yeah, I've got to send Lorna her wand.
I've got to send you your birthday present.
It's got that little.
I wouldn't feel bad, Lorna. Allison's been sending me something for about 9 months now.
In August, it's basically a year.
Literally. She's just going to bring it over as hand luggage.
Yeah.
It's when Jared goes, "I've put something in your box. Have you, Jared?" Yes.
Yeah. It's great.
And then the peeps went in, and then teenagers came to Allison's house, and then the peeps were taken because they wanted something to eat. And then, yeah.
Now I have to find more peeps.
I loved it. I'm glad the teenagers got peeps.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. They felt so bad too. I was like, "It's all right.
It's okay. I really don't. If I've never had it, I can't miss it."
Yeah. I was like, it's not like we're getting, it's not the same. Like when you send over candy and sweets, they're amazing. Like the ants actually come and eat them. That's the difference, right? We put out all this American candy, and then we put a couple of the stuff that you sent over, and the ants were going crazy over.
They chose the real stuff.
And I was like, so here's proof.
Nature doesn't even want it.
Yeah, nature doesn't even
That's because ours is like sugar cane and yours is like corn syrup, isn't it?
High fructose corn syrup. It's a straight chemical.
Yeah.
It's so modified.
I bought some of that stuff once because we did a frozen party, so everything had to be blue and sugar. Like I made rock crystal lollies that were blue, so it would look like frozen fractal. We made sugar glass. We made everything, and
Amazing.
Yeah, I went through about 4 or 5 bottles of that corn syrup, and I was like, I'm never touching this stuff again. It just looked wrong. Just glooping this stuff out.
Yeah, it is wrong. It's gross. We cannot see your name, unfortunately, but I like that you wrote. Now I'm going to go find out who you are. Who are you?
I'll tell you what, my energy has changed since I've had Joanna's necklaces and bracelets.
Yeah. She's amazing.
She is.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell you what this was for, what fossilized coral was for, but when I read the things, I'm like, I need that. So I bought it. And then Allison bought me a voucher for my necklace. And then
she sells the jewelry.
Yeah, she makes it up, and it's incredible.
Fossilized coral.
This is what this is, yeah.
Yep. I love it.
Look.
It sounds weird, but in the summer I prefer the thong corded stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the metals are like winter time, just because you want to sparkle a little bit and bring the light in.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun, of course. I told you. Play the duck music again.
Oh yeah.
Just for Fern, because Fern and the ducks. I see ducks and I think of Fern. We saw some ducklings on this river on the canal the other day. And I just went, oh, I need to message Fern. Because they just make me think of her.
Here it is. Here we go, guys. In case you missed it the first time, this is feeding the ducks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, petrified wood's amazing. I've got some petrified wood. Have I got it here?
I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you mine.
Mine's not right near me. I love petrified.
No, that's palm wood. There you go. That's mine. Oh, I've only got a little bit, not like yours. Yours is a tree. I need petrified wood. That's petrified log.
Yeah, I got it from Bib. Look at this massive. Look, it looks like a piece of meat.
It looks like a big fig roll. I love it. Why does it look blue on one end? That end's brown. What's the other end? That looks blue to me.
It does look blue. It's beautiful.
It's
I want to go get
stunning.
mine. It came and it was broken. Broken.
What was broken? Your crystal?
Plywood.
Was it?
Yeah, I got 2 pieces, 1 broke.
I'm going to go into the crystal shop in town and get. They've got a nice log in there that I want. I like going in there.
Now, since we're doing this together, you guys, I'm going. Enjoy the music.
Look.
Enjoy the duck music. This is the most surreal yet enjoyable live I think I've ever had. It's amazing.
Right, so I get from Locks and Rubies and Bib animals, but look at this. I got kangaroos.
Well, that makes sense, right? Because your son's in Australia.
Okay, I just lost it.
Stunning. I like that you get them in both sizes. I've got a llama and a baby llama in my room. Oh, that's stunning.
Yeah.
That's stunning.
Oh, it broke?
Yeah.
But it's
There's a
broke for a reason.
Maybe you're supposed to carry the other pieces.
I just put it on my little thing and I just dropped like a bunch of stuff because that's my whole life. But yeah, I love it. I always am like, I'm not into crystals or rocks. And then I look around my house and I was like, that's such a lie. There's like, so when we go out we walk down by the water, we pick little rocks out and then we bless them. And we leave them there. We give like a little blessing. And then we wait for a rock to say it wants to come home with us. And then it comes home with us and we put them in our windows. And I was walking through our house the other day and I was like, there's like just lines of rocks in all the windows. Like,
we do that. We keep coming home with like granite from Dartmoor. Like the kids go, that's really gorgeous. And it'll be like granite and quartz mix or whatever. Or they'll pick up a pebble from the best one was when they picked up a pebble from the beach. And they went, Mom, it's such an amazing color. I went, it's literally a house brick that's been in the sea forever. It was like red that had been tossed and turned. I mean, valid, it's still made of rock. But
I've got 3 sizes now of llamas.
I've got one of those.
Oh my God, there's even tinier ones?
Yeah, I think I sent you one.
I have 2 of them. They're over there.
I have 2. They sit together.
I have a Lorna and Kayleigh spot of where all my.
I have a grey little one and I have a golden big one. And they sit out there with my wolf and my sphinx cat and my dragon heads.
One's a perfect circle, Andrew. What?
And my Ellen statue.
Yeah, I have my Inanna statue. Oh, I've got this though. Oh, we're just talk about rocks now for a little bit, you guys. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
let's do this.
Feelings or messages, holler at us, but
Otherwise, we're just hanging out. Oh, wow. Is that fluorite?
yeah, that section doesn't even do it justice. I wonder if I could. What does she do?
Did you see that picture of Venus I shared yesterday?
Yeah,
That to me looks like, it literally looks like a fluorite sphere to me.
Let's see if we can do it.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yeah.
Stunning. I did that the other day with the Agni Manatite that I got from Joanna.
So bright.
I love it. It's stunning. Chevron at the bottom, look. Like a pyramid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I got this from Joanna, Agnamanatite, and Terry went, oh my God, it looks like you've bought a poo. Like I could see it on his face. And then I shone the light through it. Let's see if I can do it. And look, it goes golden-y grey. Even though it looks solid.
That's stunning.
That's awesome.
It is.
I mean, I'm sitting in periods, some quartz, both clear and rose, and some tiger's eye, and a few I don't know what. Yeah, that's what happens to me. I collect these things, and I was like, what is this?
I haven't got my torch.
I have a lot of crystals, but I tend to. Oh, my husband's at work safe. That's good. I tend to just go into the shop, Phoenix Wings in Plymouth, and I just see what my hand picks up, and I just go in there and go, and I'll hold each one, and if it's ice cold, that's how I know it's mine. Because
That.
I can't get my
that's
torch,
just how I
but
know.
that's amber.
Oh,
I love that.
hang on. I need to mute him a second. Terry's just ringing me. There's
Okay.
I want blue
Is it
amber.
raw? Is that? Oh, it's polished. Your amber.
It's polished, but then it's raw.
Okay, so you have two sides. That's awesome.
I love raw. I just absolutely love it.
No, Andrew says it's a warm buy. Where Kayleigh's cold, Andrew's hot. Well, that would make sense. Now I want to ask if that's like a soul coder thing.
What's that?
So Andrew's the opposite, right? So if he's a soul coder and you're a soul decoder, I wonder if like a decoders only feel cold and coders feel hot when they pick up.
Maybe because Terry reckons he can code, and his hands are his are hot and mine are cold. Although my hands are really hot today. I don't know what that's probably just the heat, right? The temperature.
Yeah.
So
It's
my hands are
fine,
like
though.
ice. Go on.
No, sorry, go on.
No, it's all right. It's just when I'm heating, I have ice cold hands, and Terry feels heat. So it's, or whoever feels heat. It's not the other way. Yeah.
That's what I was just about to ask you, because my hands really burn when I heal.
Yeah.
But you go cold.
Yeah, my hands go really cold. Yeah, ice cold. It's because right. So Lady Ginny, she when we used to do healings together,
Yeah.
she was always hot and I was always cold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's just you are what you are, and they receive what they're supposed to receive. I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Terry
was
did my shoulder and
funny.
it was warm.
But it's funny yesterday, because when I just did like a thing on somebody's hand, my hand was burning and they said, oh, that's cold. And I'm like, how can that be?
Mm-hmm. Our bodies react differently to the sensories.
Yeah. Heat my
That's
hands up
amazing,
and
Andrew.
Have fun with your mom. Love you. Bye.
Fern, Mom.
My mom.
I took pictures of ferns today in the woods. Because they had like the normal, like, you know, the ones that look like pine trees have been sliced.
Yeah.
That's how I see them. There's those ones. And then they had the lady's tongue ferns as well in there.
You have a fern called lady's tongue?
I think it's called lady's tongue. It's something to do with the tongue. The
Well,
really
that-
long,
Yeah, it is.
solid one, yeah.
Forever.
And the foxgloves. Terry took a picture, and I kid you not, it was still, the air was still, and as he was taking this picture, this foxglove was going like this, like posing for it, like just one of them out of all of them was just like moving, ready to take a picture for him to take a picture of it, modeling.
I love it.
And then I'll send you a picture. I think I found some sort of I can't describe it, but there was like a log and it was all mossy and everything. And there was like one plant that was bursting out one side, then it had a long foxglove on the other side, and it just felt like a fey throne to me. It just felt like there was something regal about it.
Do you still have that stick in your garden, Allison?
Yeah.
You do.
Which stick?
The Fae sometimes throws just sticks in my garden.
Oh, the ones that were freaking Jared out for a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, and he thought it was you and Bishop, and yet neither of you were there.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
remember.
how? We weren't home. He's like, I just
Yeah.
know you did it. I was like, how? How do we do
And
that?
then it happened anyway, and he went, I don't think it's them. Backstage VIP pic. Where's she going? Where does she
Where
need
you
a backstage VIP?
going?
Oh, is that the Strawberry Hill thing
I think so. Isn't that what she was talking about?
with Russell and Ron?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love watching Layla's work. I love watching Layla where she goes in the nature pictures. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. She's got the eye for the photos, too.
yeah, to find that in London as well.
I was like, where is this? Where is this?
It is London. Well, it's the other side of the bridge, isn't it? It's the lower south side of the ridge.
I'm new to Layla because I met her through your tarot course.
So did I.
See Wim Hof?
Oh,
Wim Hof, yeah. Did you see that concert he did the other day with the breathing technique?
No,
Had
but I
thousands of people, and they just did this dancing thing, and he went, "Breathe with me, Russell, this Sunday in Wales." Oh yeah, Wim Hof, yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Feel free to
Wim Hof's
record
incredible. He's just done a program on the BBC, hasn't he, about the ice or something? They did all the ice challenges, I think. But he's incredible. Yeah, he had like thousands of people, like Glastonbury size kind, or not, perhaps not as big as, but like the main stage kind of size audience, and he had them breathing in and out, and then they set the trance music going. He goes, right, we're going to start breathing again. Like, you breathe however you want, and then it's while you feel the trance music. And I just watched it here, and I was like, imagine how powerful that would be to be there if that's how you feel at home, sat watching it on a computer.
Yeah.
How powerful that would be to be in that presence. And it had like a Native American, like with the bird head, like hood over the top, but you could see the face on the underside of the stage. It was incredible.
so he did basically breath work
with trance dance music at a festival. Yeah.
Oh my
My
god.
friend does that. She does trance dance and she builds all these amazing costumes. Like, they're definitely starseed people. Costumes. Yeah. They do trance dancing, and she's gonna have them come and do some soul language with it.
Amazing.
So
wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and get in and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get in a starseed costume. It's gonna be crazy wild.
Be amazing.
Ask him when he's doing another one. Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
Thank you for my painting, Layla.
I know that's
incredible.
Incredible.
I love it.
We were saying about it before. Everyone thought it'd be blue, and it's pink.
I love that it's pink. I think it shows your passion as well.
Let's try this.
Yeah, I'm on a mission at the moment. Healing.
It's because that's what you were born to do. That's your mission.
But I can do it all day and don't feel tired.
If anything, it invigorates.
Yeah. I think it only just takes one person in it. It's like you don't know them to come in and do what they did yesterday. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Come on. I want more people.
Yeah.
I said that yesterday. I said that to somebody yesterday. I said, when you do them all the time, like the first time you do it and someone goes, yeah, that resonates. And you're like, that's amazing. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. And then you do more and more. And then it's like, yeah. And then at some point, I don't know when, you're still grateful that you're doing it and you know you're doing something, but it feels like you're not having the same effect because it just feels normal. Then it re-normalizes what that is. Mm-hmm. And then when you go a bit deeper with someone and they go, oh my God, blah, 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 that's when it invigorates. And sometimes I think So yesterday I had one of those readings where it was like, this is, because I do all the normal, I like not normal, and everything is important, but then there are people that come in and you're like, oh, you're part of a tribe, or you have this mission to do, and this is me confirming that for you, so you can go and do the thing, and then you get to see what they're going to do, and it's like, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I love watching people fly.
I do.
It's my favorite. Just seeing them live their best life is like the greatest gift for me.
Yeah. It's like Terry's tattoo. It's the quote from Doctor Who when it was the War Doctor, and they said, oh, you're the Doctor, you're a great man. And he went, I'm not a great man. These are great men. He goes, it's the privilege of lesser men to start the fire. Great men are forged in fire. It's the privilege of lesser men to light the flame, or whatever it is. I think that's what his tattoo says. And that's what he's got tattooed on it. That was his first tattoo. Yeah. I just love that.
For me lately is like my greatest fear, and it sounds really stupid, is to go to a bank and do a business account. Oh my God. But I did that. But afterwards I went, oh my God, I faced my fear. I've done it.
Yeah, it's not as scary, right? I I think I just went on my banking app and went, oh, I wonder if I can apply for a business account. And I did. And that was it. It was done. It was so easy.
I'm just not tech at all.
I'll come
Not
be your
at all.
When we're all together, it won't matter. We'll have one person that does the tech and get to go and do the rest.
Not full. We're just hanging out, waiting for who's called and catching up and chatting. And we did rocks for a little bit. So yeah, you're feeling.
Yeah, I love rocks.
Call, like, please just let us know when you donate, and we'll get into it. We said we'd be on. We hold the space for 2 hours, so whatever that means, it's always just allowed to know that it's here, because we know not everybody can. I think that's something that I'm really loving, is getting back into more consistent.
Being on
consistently.
Yeah. I find if I haven't been on, Terry goes, you haven't been on for about 4 days. You need to think about, because he knows I need a couple of days just to sort my life out to get on.
But I like the idea of being consistent. I think in this time we need it. Jared's talking about starting his own Twitch channel.
Yeah.
What is
I got a Twitch.
It's like YouTube, but
live streaming.
It's
more of a gaming thing than you can stream anything on there, but it's more of a gaming hub. If that makes sense. Like, you'd go and watch Dan TDM on Twitch, or
someone else watching TV on Twitch.
Yeah, there's crazy things. I've had a couple pop on from Twitch when I've streamed onto Twitch as well. So yeah, it's all
that's
good.
Yeah, he's like, Kayleigh's on Twitch, and I was like, she is.
I am. I'm on Twitch and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat and anywhere. I'm not. This is the thing, right? Because there's so many. I don't get consistent because I'm not very. Like, I haven't done a TikTok for about a week now.
Oh, I did one the other day. I just every so often I go, oh, TikTok, here we go.
Yeah,
TikTok's shifting anyway. They're starting to TikTok's starting to monetize and everything, and they've been controlling the algorithm so people will pay.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a fun ride, you guys.
Yeah. I think I'm like 100 away. Go on.
I bought the other day. I bought this egg timer, but it was big and it had silver glitter in it, and I thought, oh, I'm going to put that by my pond and do a TikTok.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, taking time out for yourself. Because time goes really quick, doesn't it? And we need to, not for long, just enough that we can nourish ourselves again.
Yeah. Exactly. Sometimes that's stillness, and sometimes it's a 30-second dance party.
Here we go, ladies. Jessica Fanning has said yes.
Yay!
Why do I feel like I know that name?
Because you know her.
Okay.
You know her.
I have a child coming through the door. I am here. I'm just going to mute it because the dog will go off.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Jessica, are you feeling like closed off or stuck or stagnant? in some way. This is what I'm getting. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I don't normally say this, but I recommend doing an egg cleanse, because when I stepped into your energy, I felt someone else there stifling, like stifling your crown and your connection in your eye, and then the third eye chakra came through, but upside down. And it's like they're trying, I don't even know if, it's like a, I'm gonna go investigate that. But there's something about this that has to do with your starseed connection. So I would like to go in and kind of take that and transmute it. And specifically, so calling into that, because you're coming into this part of your life where you're really being called, and it feels like, okay, definitely do an egg cleanse or two. And if you haven't done one before, bring it up to room temperature, get clean water, whatever. I use RO water for that, in a glass, put it in. So before you even take that egg and put it all over you like selenite, right? And just allow it to do what it does, and bless the eggs. Say thank you so much for taking all the stuff, blah, blah, blah. Love you, love you, love you. Crack it, let it go sit for half an hour, see what comes up. I like to go through TikTok. It's my favorite thing, and compare. That's just what I like to do. And when you're finished, pour salt on it and say, sending love, and then flush it down the toilet. I don't like what I'm feeling. So calling into that, there is this part of where you're being called to the next turn of really moving into what you've come here to do. And it feels specifically to deep miracle healing in that way. So I don't know how that resonates with you. But there is some energy stopping you. So we don't always need to know who that energy is, right? But you are coming into this. So I'm gonna go in and clear that energy, and allow the river to flow again, right? Allow you to flow in the river of life. So if you're open to that, that is what I would like to do. So just take a deep breath. Yeah, we're just gonna tune right in and allow this. I'm just getting a lot of pressure in my head. This thing is. Asini sikutura kisisi atro traknya kata askutur arshni kata arsigi tika pata kata raga kata bagati kita kata kut arti kata ajiki mati kata ajiki berarti kita rakiya ya kursunya kata rashti tiki kata rakiya makata akatika ya kutur akisi kata arti anit kata ada minta utur hara isiti ya kurto ya makata raki ya taraka mati kata demin kata kurashni kata rakiti atakiti makata arshni arana sutur utur arakutur ususnya nakara sisi pokot rakra makata aksi kata 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 raga kaka makata rasya Rahishini kisi asusuria. Grama katara rototo termi kiti kiti agama na shiti kisi kiti katara rarima katara isi atara kata aksi na atata. Harshini sisi asasi ma sisi rasisia. Yara sisi ma sasaya isi yara asasa arasu sisi ma sisi ya haranya no magadi kiti niya tsari yana sisi I don't know if it's been released, so there's that. I'm feeling this a lot. Like my eyeballs hurt. So let me know how you're feeling. But it feels as if, I don't know if it was like a malicious intent or not, but that energy is not there anymore, and that's what's important. So I guess really just kind of keep an eye, keep an open space, an eye on who tries to come back, and it's like they're trying to blind you from the truth. It's so strange to me because, and it feels like it's somebody who is like another healer. But it's almost like it's not them, it's not their fractal self, it's who they channel when they're doing healing. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's like what I'm feeling. So it's all been released at any rate. So just kind of keep an eye out. And we do really, okay, so what we also did too is just kind of open up that portal again in your heart, and just gifted you a key, of course, that you're the only one who can open it and close it in that way, right? Because it's yours. So just allow yourself, when you're ready, just put your hand on your heart and say, I'm ready to, give and receive and be in the flow, and allow, there are many star seeds who are waiting to learn from you. So when that time comes and you're ready to be open to show them and what it's like to work in that capacity, there are many who are waiting to learn from you. That's what they're saying. So when you're ready, no pressure. Okay. And to really solidify your home space and really make your house your home, your sanctuary. Anything else? No. You'll just notice that you'll be laughing more and stuff, and the weight. Once this coming off your eyes, you're just going to feel this weight coming off of you as it's just being released. Yeah, I agree. I'm sure Lorna and Kayleigh have got more, so I'm done now. I'll be quiet. I'll let them do their thing. Thank you so much for trusting me. I appreciate that.
Do you want to go next? Oh, I'll go next. Okay, I got a narcissist straight away. I seen you on this horse, and you're fine, but the horse wasn't. And it's like somebody's messing around with your energy. somebody's quite jealous of you, but I think that's just been sorted. So I pulled 4 for you, and it's cancel, clear, and delete, which I think Alison's just done. And okay, so which one card I really want to go to is the spider. It's dream weaving. Tune into your energetic grids around you where you can send your energy for healing. Is this lady a healer?
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. Because it's really weird, because I see you work a lot with the chakras and the trees. And I think what's happened is somebody had come in and wants you to do what they want you to do, but in such a nice way that you'll listen and you'll do it. And this is why when you're sat on the horse, your horse isn't well, so you need some healing as well. You need to go back into the energy of the trees and the water. Because your next card, you are the light. So when you travel, like if you're a bear or whatever, bears they love the wilderness, don't they? They'll just sit there, glaze, have their food when they want to, but you need to get back to that because you are an inspiration for many people, because people actually see you. You need to bring that light back in you, and you need to take that time out and have some healing. But whatever Alison's done, that's gone. So you just need to protect yourself a little bit. And see, I see lots of butterflies. So if I can see you in the woods. Imagine all these butterflies doing a vortex around you, and that might be your protection. But yeah, narcissist. Do you know what I'm finding a lot lately? With people are coming in with narcissists not being rude. Because I find with people like this, they like to control people, but in such a nice way. And they prey on the beautiful people that's got the golden heart. But sometimes we get overshadowed by negative energy. But you'll be fine. Just go back and yeah, loads of butterflies around you. Have you got something coming up recently? Like soon, because you've got you're going to be working with older people. That's what I can see. I don't know if you're doing that now, but like in an older setting. I think you're going to be actually going down that line as well if you're not doing it now. So I see that coming in. But yeah, don't forget, you're the inspiration to a lot of people, and you're light. You are the light. Okay, I finished. Lots of love.
Beautiful.
For me, that you have a lot of fire, heat, passion. I did spot somebody who's tried to take you out in some way, whether that's energetically, psychic attack, or whether that's mentally, the words they're saying or behaviors that they're doing. That came in, and it probably knocked the wind out of you, so to speak, for want of a better description. I feel like you might be at some sort of crossroads or trying to make a decision on what's the best way forward for you at this time. I don't know if you journey, but it's suggesting to me that you take some time to journey or do a guided meditation, to go and speak to your spirit guides, to get some wisdom. I'm literally getting that you need to flip between worlds. And also, I don't know if you've been so far up in the galactic realms, out in space, that you've forgotten to go and do the underworld with it as well, where we have the dragons and we have the fae, but there's a lot of other energy as well in the underworld. It's the more inner earth kind of it's like you need the counterbalance of the two, and there's been a lot of going up into the galactics and needing to come down into the earthly realms. You're also neglecting to what you need and what you require, and it's time to start communicating what it is you need and what you require for you to feel like your energy is flowing in the most healthy way. And also making sure that you're nourishing yourself so that you can go and do journeys or energy work or all the things that you're passionate about, because I feel like there's a lot of spiritual curiosity and rabbit holes to go down, things to follow so that you can gain more wisdom and knowledge in order to understand where you are and what's required for you to make a decision, because this needs to be, there's an element of calculated risk with this decision that you could be making. So it's best to be fully informed so that you know what you're undertaking and what the obstacles could be coming up, so that there isn't any hindrance. It's a bit like a river. It's like, oh, okay, well, I know that the river needs to go from here to there. You're looking for the path of least resistance. You want to make sure there's nothing blocking you or is going to stop the flow. There's no dams along the road, along the way. And I agree with the protection front as well, because I pulled some oracle cards and I had space, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's fine, space, we go and do that. But then there was the spacesuit, and spacesuit to me is protection, so that we can go into space, we can go into an environment that we can't control all of, but it does give us protection. We can control a aura around us to do that. And then we had flying fish and telephone, but it's not a telephone, it's a tin can and a piece of string. So I don't know if this is, again, I don't know if there's a need to do protection, but I don't know if, this is going to sound really weird, somebody's trying to sell you add-ons to something that you don't need. It's about getting it right back to basics, and actually you can do, you don't need the bells and whistles. They keep going, tell her about the bells and whistles. She doesn't need the bells and whistles. You don't need the bells and whistles. You don't need everything else on top. You just need the basic setup, and then you can do whatever you want from that point. As long as you're protected and you know what you're doing to a certain extent, then all's good, all's dandy. Because I feel like somebody's trying to convince you that you need something and you don't actually need it. I don't know, it sounds really weird. Like, it's like buying a car and it's got air conditioning and a sunroof, and then they're trying to sell you a fan that goes on the dashboard. Or do you know what I mean? It's like they're trying to sell you all these things and tell you that you need a cooling unit here or whatever, and it's like, well, it's already set up. I can have the window open, the sunroof open, or I can have the air conditioning. I don't need a cooling fan, and I don't need an ice pack, and I don't need all these things. It's really about taking it right back. Or even basic, more than that, you don't even need the sunroof or the air conditioning. Wind the window down. Do you know what I mean? And I'm doing that with the arm thing. But it's it just feels like someone keeps trying to sell you bolt-ons, and you don't need bolt-ons. That's literally what it feels like. It's like they're unnecessary. I actually had this conversation with my husband today. It's like when someone tries to tell me I need to be activated to speak to so-and-so, and I'm like, no, I don't. I just say I want to contact them, and then I pick up the spiritual telephone and I tap into them. I don't necessarily, some people do need the activation and the attunement. Some people need that, but I don't think you do for what it is you want to go and do. And I feel like that's potentially what's coming. I think when you realize that, you'll realize how free and powerful you are, what you have naturally. As long as you're working with your team and your guide, you can find your own direction. You'll find your way there. You don't need to be adding extra bits on. It's a much simpler practice than maybe you're being sold it needs to be. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Yeah, I'm done.
I can see her working in the woods.
Yeah, I saw shamanic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you go in and do the meditation and use the elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our human.
I'm glad it made sense. On the bottom, you have courage.
Mm-hmm.
You have that the whole time.
That truth. Stand in your truth. You know you are a queen. You know. trust that above whatever else is told to you. Yeah, the elementals, like, I just feel like those trees will take and give what you need.
They do.
I totally agree with that 1,000%. And the flowers and the mushrooms and all,
The
like
mushrooms especially.
yeah, mushrooms, moss, all of that. This Kayleigh's talking earlier about like coming across like this Fae throne, like really be on the lookout for those little portals, and stand in them. And I mean, it hasn't rained here in 3 weeks, and I went into a Fae portal yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, friends," and this is an ancient tradition for the indigenous people here, where they would stand in these vortexes, right? And they would feel what it felt like with rain on their face and mud, their feet in the mud, And it's really a matter of getting in there and testing that out and reminding. It gives your brain the data to remind you how powerful you are. I hope that helps. That's been removed and released, so I wouldn't be surprised if you get literally a message in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like you cut the cord and then boop, they feel the supply gone.
Yeah. I mean, I sent love through it, reprogrammed it, so it might take them a little while to notice, but I feel like they're going to notice, and you'll know exactly what it's about and all of it, and then you can make your decision then. Yeah. Thank you so much for allowing us to do what we do and for trusting us. So grateful. And keep us posted.
Definitely.
Feels good. Okay, feels like good. Satisfied. Love you, Jessica. Always have, always will. As Kayleigh says, proven behavior. As Lorna says, the greatest gift you can give is truth.
Yeah. Facts are facts. Actually, you had the justice card, and that's what that card always says to me. Facts are facts. What they say and what they do may be two different things. It's about, like you say, what does their behavior show you? What is the truth of the situation? So, yeah.
Yeah, you're divinely protected. The angels are like, feel free to call us in if you want. Look at their little wings.
Are you bringing the toddlers in now? Excellent.
The little toddler love. Actually, the one that pulled today, has pulled yesterday too, is I always butcher their names and then get so mad. Rael, expected God, liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. Oh, I didn't even read that part. And the tarot card it represents is the 7 of Wands.
Yep.
Wow.
So this is a great angel to call in when you're having those intuitive feelings and knowings.
And again, the 7 of Wands is about protection as well. Like, you've got to a place and it's about protecting where you've got to, because other people may want to come and take from that.
Yeah. Good. I'm so glad you feel lighter. Good. Yeah.
I see like the yellow brick roads, but on chakra going into the woods.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's really good. I'm just like, okay. But instead of gold, it's chakra colours.
Yeah. I think she's a portal walker, that's why.
Yeah, I think so too. Definitely can flip between worlds. I don't know if she's only tried going one way and it's worth going the other way. Obviously investigate that, research that before you go into the underworld. It's a bit different to the upper realms, but that's not to say that it's dangerous. It's just perhaps more bizarre. I know that doesn't seem possible when you think how galactics, whatever. But yeah, it is.
It gets crazy.
And it's nature at its rawest as well. And nature is brutal and kind and everything in between. So,
well, Kayleigh's got a really cool development group that she just put together. So you can pop in over there. And then there's also, we have our healing circle too, Same Day Healing Circle, which is another group. If you're interested in checking that out, it's a place to practice and kind of feel things out. So just trust what you know and go where you're guided, where you want to go.
Yeah.
Also, I would love to know when you start opening portals. Side note. Okay, that feels good. That feels complete.
It does.
Yeah, you're right, Lorna. I just see her like wandering in the woods, and it's like she disappears and then pops back somewhere. Oh my gosh, have you ever, Jessica? I don't know where you live, but there's this place in Peoples, Ohio called the Serpent Mound, and there you can connect with the guides, and they'll teach you how to jump in the physical world to another part of the mound.
Yes, that makes sense. There was a serpent.
Okay. Maybe she's supposed to go check out a serpent mound or something. But maybe there's a mound close by to you where you live. So maybe research that and see. The mounds are portals. And not just to other places in the galactic universe, but also on Earth itself. So that's like a side quest we're coming together because Massachusetts. Okay, so you're not too far away, but there's definitely mounds up there. I mean, I don't know what you'll be doing in the mid-September, but there's a plan for a bunch of us to meet in Buffalo, New York area for the Violet Flame thing. Dina Ziskin Fortune and Sarah Gibbs Provencher. I love how they both have like these beautifully long names. We'll be hosting that and holding that secret container, and a bunch of us are going to support and be together. So
There she is.
Dina pops up.
So I don't know, maybe they're kind of hosting that. If you feel the call in the mid-September time, we're all going to try to meet up and do that. So yeah, that Violet Flame is.
It has.
Set it and forget it. It's great.
I think it did the same thing this time last year as well. It was everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Right before the Lionsgate portal. I mean, that portal.
Well, it comes in to support radical transformations. So
yeah, kind of like having the background music.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's nice. Keep us posted, Jessica. Yeah, holding a ceremony. It's gonna be beautiful. I'm really excited about it. Dina, are you gonna be putting like posting an event or anything, or is it just like word of mouth situation? You know me, I'm like.
that would take her 20 seconds to answer that.
I know, it's because the delay is great. Okay, I've got music now. You're so welcome, Jessica. Thank you for trusting us. We walk this together. We really do. Okay, cool. So maybe they'll put up an event. I might be speaking out of turn because I want everyone to come to it because these two are amazing, powerful, shamanic, angel-y queens.
I thought I was going to sneeze. Sorry.
I was ready for it. Yeah, fuck small. That's how I feel about it.
I think that's more of a confidence thing. Like if you keep it small, it's easier to navigate. But yeah, I think agreed. It could be bigger.
We'll come and support you. Dina and Sarah are more than capable. They're incredible healers.
Oh yeah, both always smiling too.
Yeah, they've held a ton of ceremonies together. They really bring joy into the world in just such a needed way. So I'm saying, F it. The more people who can come, the better. In my own opinion. But obviously, if you guys want to keep it small, it will be. It's whatever you want. I guess it's not about me.
No, it's not. Except you going. Yeah, the dragons go, no, it's not about you.
It's about us. Yeah, keep it simple, keep it safe. Fortunately, there's not very many people watching right now. It's just those who are supposed to, right?
Yep, always.
Whatever is an allowance and flow.
It's not up to me, divine will.
The divine will is also our will, collective will too. I think that's
Does Will know he's divine? Sorry, that's that time beings thing that happened yesterday.
Yeah, That time was hilarious.
I know. I know. Yeah.
Wait, you can see him? Where is he? Is there just one? The time being.
We'll just put it to the side for the time being. Is he here? I love that.
So good. Good.
I think my boiler has been fixed.
In this time, your boiler's already fixed?
Yes.
Look what you manifested, Lorna. All you had to do was bite some heads off. Release the Boudica within.
Oh my god, the other peacocks are happening.
That's not me.
It was.
Get here!
It's okay to have that part of you. You needed to harness it for a minute.
It wasn't 1 minute though, was it? It was about 10 minutes.
Got it done?
No, the bill comes.
That's sod's law, isn't it? When you cancel it, that's when it happens.
And then my son's away, and it's like, oh well, it's done. I think we just have to have a new boiler in the end. It is what it is.
Yep.
So. Has Dina got the day off?
Yeah, I think Dina took the day off.
She'll with me later.
I'm going to go completely dark from June 23rd until August 4th. I'm not going to be online. I'm not.
June, July 23rd? Because you should be dark already if that's the case.
Yeah.
If it's
What
June
month are we in?
23rd.
July. Yeah. This month. That's this month, Meg. Oh yeah, what's a boiler? That's a great question. I don't think. What is it? I don't know
A
what
boiler is a contraption that helps you have hot water.
in America we call them hot water heaters because we're
Oh no,
What?
we have immersion heaters and then we have boilers and
what?
yeah, it's
Two different kinds.
well yeah, because one boils as it runs through, and then the other one is like a tank that holds the hot water.
I think ours is all one.
Okay.
So we've got like a geyser, so literally it's instant hot water, and it does
Oh, I
our
love
radiators.
What? I
It's
want one of
just
those.
one go. Yeah,
You've got the boiling hot tap.
yeah.
Oh, look at you, Poshy.
No,
Yeah.
She's a water goddess.
How
She
the other half live?
I thought everybody got them.
No, I don't have a boiling hot water tap right as it goes.
You
Yeah,
need
it's a geyser, so you just literally turn the tap on. You have hot water or cold, and it controls the whole
I've got hot
heating
water, but
system.
not boiling water.
Well, it's hot water, isn't it? It is, yeah.
Lorna needs
So what do you have in America?
It's just, I don't know, we call it a hot water heater. We have the tankless, we call the tankless heater, what you're talking about.
Yeah, like on the wall.
It's like
Yeah.
on the wall. Yeah,
Yeah.
we call that a tankless heater, but then we have the water. And ours is even more special because we had this engineer on our house beforehand and he tinkered with stuff. So we have like this solar power water. So we only have half a tank of water at any time because the solar power doesn't work anymore because it tends to catch the heat pump on the water, the pump on fire. I don't know. The water people came through and they were like, the plumbers, they were like, what is this over here? And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, how? That's what they just said, how? And I was like,
Divine will.
Wow.
I'll send you a picture of it. It looks like Mousetrap. Like the game Mousetrap where they have all the stuff.
Them's the dragons.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go see this guy tonight who's has this, I don't know if he's his PhD, but he's been studying ancient Greco-Egyptian magic. Then he's got all these
Excellent.
ancient Egyptian scriptures that he found that he's been decoding, basically. And so I was like scrolling through, and they're like, and of course the teams, they always have wanting to do stuff, right? They're like, you got codes to give this guy. I was like, what? I'm like, so we're gonna learn about stuff, and then we're gonna activate him so he can get the message out there. In Australia, we call it hot water system. In the summer, we just have a tap on. The pipes are hot enough. You wouldn't need the system. Oh, interesting. The extreme weather is so.
I like living in England because it's not extreme.
Hopefully I see my son this month.
Yeah.
Yeah, Australia. 3 years. Yeah. Oh, me and Tina are doing we're doing the painting and water readings next week.
I love that.
Oh, nice. I love it when you do that.
I love doing it.
It's so different and beautiful.
It's nice to explore somebody's work, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. That's why I love working with Nancy and doing the decode. I've got one I'm finishing up today. It's always fun. I always find new things. It's amazing. And I think when we do that, we grow.
Can you do it one day, then go back to it the next day and look at it again and see more? Oh, constantly.
Yeah, that's why it takes me so long, because it's like I just see more and more and more all the time. Like even when I give it, I'm like, that's not even everything that you're going to get out of that code, because there's so much that I'm not going to appreciate because I'm not in your perspective, if that makes sense. Like you're going to see and pick up things and
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you set a beautiful foundation, I think, for people to really understand it more.
Yeah.
And then I still have to pass you to do my sacral.
I will do that at some point.
When things slow down.
Well, I've still got tethering ones to finish, so yeah.
I know the tethering ones.
Yeah. They were more than I thought they were going to be, so and that's what I mean, right? It grows all the time, but I don't know if it's like if that's because I'm learning more and seeing more, and so it takes longer. Plus Nancy's growing, so there's more in it.
Yeah.
Like the way she drew maps and codes a year ago is almost completely different to how she does them now. She's still got the baseline, obviously, of what's her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's grown. She's grown so much over the last year that it's just crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, whenever we get around to doing another round of tetherings again. Well, now we're doing the monthly ones, so we've got one in August coming.
Maybe I'll do that in the group. Maybe I'll stick up my soul code and see what. Actually, no, maybe not mine. I will find a soul. I will find a soul code.
You want to use
my code? It's my code. So it's like showing my name. It's like going, have a look at my vulnerability.
Why don't we give them my root?
Yeah, and see what people get. See what they pull out of it.
We've decoded that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, one of yours was that the one that was 8 pages long?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's why I video record now, because it's just to type that up. It's just
too long.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize the one that I've got now, I've had to type it up because I put on the listing that it would be typed up. So, but yeah.
Yeah, so it goes more as the person grows.
Have you got a lot of people for the tethering?
I think I've got about 3 left to do. 3 or 4? No, 3. I've got one that I know is going to be huge, and I think because one lot are going as a oneer, so they'll all go at the same time because they're all a group. So yeah, I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through those. And that's just decoding, and then I've got to video them, and then yeah,
it's a lot of work.
It is more than we thought it was going to be, but it's cool because it's
life-changing.
Yeah, And I go through and go, there was nothing in that. And then they go, oh my God, Katie, you did blah, 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 blah. My favorite thing was when I just went, huh. And I went, da, 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 and I put 2 places in Europe and like there was nothing at all. Because obviously I just get a name and a code and where that's for or what if it's a map or whatever. And I went, oh my God, that was where I was born. And I was like, that's crazy because they don't live there now. They live in another country. So, but that had come through in the soul code. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Master
So much fun. Yeah.
They're just growing.
The great thing is anyone can really do it.
Yeah.
If you want to decode, you'll find your way to do it. It's like channeling, really. It's a bit like psychometry, where you hold a picture and you just what you're getting from the picture. It's a bit like that. So.
Yeah. We're gonna move to night driving now.
It's like I don't know if it was where you were as well, Lorna, when you were driving on the local radio. Like we drive home from Essex because that's where my family are from. We drive home to Devon, and I always sat in the front with my dad. And at 11 o'clock, the music would just change to it was called Late Night Love or something, and it was all do do do, and then you'd hear all the sob stories, and I was like, "What is this?" The whole mood just changed at 11 o'clock. That's what this music makes me think of. Late Night Love.
The last 5 minutes, you guys. Late Night Love.
With what was his name? Oh, that's gonna annoy me what his name was. I want to say it was Gary something, but I don't think it was. But yeah, it's Late Night Love.
Have you got many booked on for the next tethering?
We still have spaces, yeah. Well, we can take up to almost 100 people.
Oh wow!
Yeah. We get anywhere, but usually between like 45 and 60. We've gotten so, but we can hold the container. We talked about it for a long time, but we realized when we did the math on we did 10 people, 10 weeks, and each of those sessions were 5 hours a piece about.
Oh. So
we definitely can hold the container for that 1 hour for the collective. But the more people that sign up, the more powerful it is. So and it's cool too because we have it recorded and everything, so people can, if they weren't there, they're like, oh my God, I really want to get the heart, but I don't want to wait for the next round. You can just get the recording from the last one.
Yeah, that was the heart one was really good actually.
Yeah. And so people can get it at any time, which is really cool. I really need to put together a thing and showcase that and put it be more, as my son said when he was little, be more better at it. Getting it out there. Be more better.
Yeah, we
so
do.
How much is that then? The tethering.
45 for the tethering. And that is the tethering code and the decode.
That's all the 3 parts, yeah.
We wanted to make it really affordable. So
people could experience it and do it.
And not be, and then we'll be doing another round of 10 of we'll probably end up doing 12. I think we might end up doing 12 tetherings in like a semi-private group for people who are ready for more intense. I mean, they're intense. It's life-changing, man.
I mean, you nearly died in one of them.
I did. Remember that time?
I remember that time. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that time. I'd just come out of my darkness, so we pulled you out of yours. It was quite a fun time for us.
Yeah, that was one of the most wild experiences ever.
I just remember going to Jared, she's still alive? Is she alive? Sort of.
Yeah, I just left StreamYard and I just left it.
Yeah, laid down. I've got to say, that's why I've put a certain person to the end.
Yeah, because you know it's coming.
I know what's coming because my code was the precursor to that code. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
they're amazing. They are some of the most life-changing. Yeah, so it's myself, Kayleigh, Nancy Taylor Mitchell, and Tina Powell get together. Yeah. And we work together, and it's just one of our tetherings. He's always like, you should tell my story, and I was like, all right. And his intent from the tetherings was to triple his salary. So he tripled his salary in 10 weeks, and he'd been working on that for years. Tripled.
That's mental.
Yeah, so it's whatever you want, it'll happen. It changes your life, though.
It does. it snaps you onto your timeline.
So and every time now that we're doing it monthly, it actually gives us, now we've realized like it's a lot. We have time to integrate it, and then we can go to the next one, and we're like more, because we've done it a couple different ways, and it seems to be like for us in this time is really good. So more people can come and participate and check it out and learn about it, right? Because like you're like, what's tethering? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a bit hard to explain. People have gone, how do you explain tethering? And I'm like, well, how do I put it? But yeah, it's good fun. And then obviously with the individual ones, you get individual codes. I mean, with that, this is the collective ones we're talking about. But with the individual ones, you get the individual codes. Yeah. And that's been to see how it separates and integrates in each different one. You see themes going through them all. Well, I suppose I'm the only one that really sees that, because you guys just do this session, there's a picture. But as I'm going through all of them, there are themes that go through, and it's almost like as it pulls one in until it kind of, it's a bit like tightening a corset. You pull that bit and that bit and that bit, and then you're where you're supposed to be. So it's
incredible.
Yeah. I mean, the throat one tends to be a bit quicker, like decoding, because a lot of it is a repeat. I don't have to repeat going and explaining everything, because I've explained it in the solar plexus and I've explained it in the third eye or whatever. Mm-hmm. So by the end of it, it gets, I was saying that the last one I did was longer on the last one than it was on the rest of them. But generally speaking, you know, there's more work up the top because they're pulling everything in with it. So it just kind of goes like this and lines your chakras up and clears them and flows them with some healing.
And that sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's awesome. It really is.
I think I'm going to join. Yay!
Yeah, do it. It's a
do.
Like, the next one, is it Earth Star next or Third Eye?
It's Crown.
Oh, Crown, even better. Yeah, they're like a roadmap. Yeah. I like to think of it as a spiritual corset. You can have a roadmap, that's fine. I like to go Moulin Rouge with my stuff. Yeah.
What date is that?
The 6th, August 6th. So it's before, right before the Lionsgate. So it's going to be. We scheduled.
If I'm working. If I'm not working,
it's totally recorded. You can get it
recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a recording and all of it in an email, and you can come back to it whenever you want. And we encouraged it a couple times because.
But you can be there.
Yeah, you can be there in the live Zooming, or you can just not. Like some people a lot of people sign up and they just don't want to be on camera and don't want to come, but they want it, and so they like to watch. And that's why we did it that way, so people have the option of receiving it when they're ready. Some people, they're in like mentorships, and their mentors told them that they couldn't do any other work except with their mentor for like 3 months, but they're still like, well, we want these. And I was like, well, I can just send them to you, and then we just leave it at the gate with your gatekeepers. And so like it's all there. And then when you watch it is when it happens. It's really amazing. We should probably do a little live and talk about it.
Yeah, that would be really good. Because a lot of people don't know, do they? And a lot of people don't know about healing. I got told the other day, do I come in, take my clothes off? And I went, why would you take your clothes off?
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, I suppose they might think it's like a massage, right? Where you'll be touching their skin, but you don't have to touch them.
I don't touch anyone.
No, you don't have to.
But it's weird, isn't it? How, yeah, it's just been on my mind for a few days. So I might do a live, but actually go through the motion.
Yeah. Then they know what they're getting.
Good. And I think that's for anybody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally do it.
It's the unknown.
We can have a little recording and keep it in the same save files and on your group, and say people like, well, what is this? Then you can like send it over.
Yeah.
We've reached our 2 hours, friends. We're going to close this sacred container. I'm going to end the broadcast and say proper goodbye to my beautiful sisters. Thank you all for joining us today. We'll be doing this again, so it seems this is going to be a little bit of everything, just reconnecting. It's been a long time, so coming back home.
It always is.
Catch you guys later. Ending the broadcast.